and welcome Earth signs. Welcome back to Music Messages Tarot. This video is going to be for the signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for the month of May 2023. This is a love overview preview kind of video. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get to make individual videos for each zodiac sign, so I wanted to make sure that I at least included each of our elements. All right, I'm just going to cleanse our space one more time with the singing bowl, so be mindful if you have headphones in. Okay. You can't always hear it on camera, but it does make a nice singing sound when you kind of strike it the right way. I don't think it always gets picked up on camera though. As I was shuffling, I already shuffled and cleansed the decks, and I noticed the Five of Swords on the bottom of the main deck that we're going to be using. So some of you may be coming out of a time of conflict. If you're with your partner already, then this could be you entering possibly a calmer or steadier phase with the person that you're with. Or some of you may be coming out of a time of personal conflict when you meet someone new for the month of May. So let's see. It's a 4-card spread this month. Each card represents something different in the spread, and I'm going to explain it as we go along. I will clarify each position and then pull some oracle cards for you to extend today's message. So the first position is your current situation or a predictive situation for the very near future as we move into the month of May. 4 of Wands. I forget which other element got this one too, but you're either in a stable relationship already, or the person that you're going to be meeting sees you as someone they can find stability with, someone they can possibly have a marriage with, a family with. So a very beautiful card to start our love reading today, Earth signs. Yeah, we're just going to keep moving on. I'm going to clarify on that in a bit, but this next position is how your current person, whoever you're thinking of right now, is feeling or thinking about you and the connection with you. 5 of Cups. So this person is feeling really melancholic right now, very sad over something. Maybe if this relates to that 5 of Swords energy that I picked up on before your reading, maybe the two of you have been going through a lot of conflicts together. Or if this is a new person, it could possibly be that the two of you are dealing with your own conflicts and upheaval. Maybe this person is coming out of another relationship, or they've been alone for a really long time, and they're just kind of feeling that right now. They might be a little afraid to start something new, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to pursue this with you, because ultimately, you know, you have this 4 of Wands potential with this person, which is this is a very positive card in a love reading. So yeah, right now I'm not sure what's making them so upset about the connection, but we're going to dig into that in a moment. This next position is how you are thinking or feeling about the situation currently. Page of Cups. So you have a lot of romantic feelings for this person. Possibly you feel like the relationship needs time to grow and mature. So maybe you see this person as a Page of Cups. So you have all the feels, you have all the, like, you know, you're in love with this person, but maybe you feel like they're a little on the immature side. Or maybe your relationship just hasn't had the time to grow yet. This might be somebody that you're meeting for the first time very soon as we move into May. This person also might be a very creative person. It might be a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy as well. We will clarify on that. Okay, so the next position is the possible outcome, and I'm just going to be real with you. I did pull the 3 of Swords, so this could indicate some kind of betrayal or heartbreak. With this person being in the 5 of Cups energy, this might be how they're kind of feeling about the connection throughout the month of May. It doesn't mean that it's a permanent outcome by any means, and we're going to get some clarity on this. But, you know, maybe the two of you are moving out of a time where you've had a lot of conflict together, and possibly you may be turning a corner here in the month of May where things start to kind of pick up and become more positive. So some of this 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords energy might be like past energy for whatever you've been dealing with this person. Let's get some clarity. So the current situation or the very near future situation is 4 of Wands. Okay, you have the potential for a stable, solid relationship with this person. Let's get some clarity on that. The Sun. I mean, I can't pull, that's the most positive card I can pull. You and this person see each other as your happiness fulfillment. They see, both of you have somewhat of an optimistic view of your relationship, no matter what's really been going on. So it's a beautiful energy. Let's see what else. King of Cups. Lot of love between the two of you as well. Okay, you may be dealing, like I said, with a water sign. I said that earlier. Some of you definitely are. There is so much love and potential here that whatever this situation is, you know, something tells me that the two of you, you might have a little bit of a bumpy road in May, but I don't see it as being a permanent problem. I see that, you know, maybe for some of you, there might have to be some problems that you work through throughout the month of May, or maybe some initial miscommunications or like hurt feelings that need to be addressed. But this is the ultimate potential for your relationship here. This is your current situation. I mean, it's your Four of Wands, King of Cups, the Sun. Those are all beautiful energies for a current relationship, for a romantic connection. Three of the best cards that I can pull in a love spread. So let's see why this person is in this Five of Cups energy. This is your partner or your person's state of mind right now. King of Wands. And this King of Wands always looks like he's strategizing. You might be dealing with a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, earth signs. I get that this person is used to getting what they want by strategizing and kind of being forceful in some way is just the energy that I'm picking up there. And maybe things aren't going exactly as they planned. It's not that they don't have this beautiful potential with you. It's that this is someone who's maybe used to having things done a certain way and having, in some cases, you know, low-key manipulating people or things to go a certain way. And maybe you're not with that, you know, like if you're healed and spiritually awake, then those kind of low vibrational games that people play in relationships sometimes are not going to really resonate with you. I feel like maybe this person isn't used to that and needs to adjust to the fact that, you know, maybe you're just more no nonsense than that. You're not going to deal with that kind of game playing. Let's see, Knight of Wands. Yeah, just kind of echoing that. This person's a little bit of a game player sometimes. It doesn't mean that they have very romantic feelings and intentions for you, but they're not used to behaving in a relationship in a way that's very mature or grounded, or in a way that's like gonna move it forward in a more adult kind of way. This is someone who in past relationships may have been a little in and out, flighty, kind of a player, or, you know, someone who is used to kind of strategizing and using their charm, their charisma to get things to go their way. I said this to the I believe it was the water sign reading that I did. So if you cross watch, you'll see that as well. This person reminds me of whoever I was talking about in the water sign video as well. So thinking through their ego a lot, it doesn't mean that they can't potentially be a very strong match for you. It just means that they're not quite to your level yet. And I'm seeing like a lot of egoic type behaviors here where, you know, they're used to having something play out a certain way in the relationship. The most concrete example I can think of right now is like, you know, they send you a text message and they expect you to immediately respond, or to respond in a certain time frame, and maybe you're not doing that. Maybe you're holding your boundaries a little bit stronger than that, and you're kind of requiring them to raise their vibration and bring their behavior up to where your expectations are for them, and they're not kind of used to this. So it's putting them in this Five of Cups. It might even feel like a low-key rejection to them because they're not used to maneuvering in a way that's more mature in their romantic connections. Again, though, I see so much beautiful energy here opening up the spread that I think this is just going to be something that the two of you kind of have to figure out how to navigate together. But once you do that, you're going to, like, beautiful energies are going to open up in your connection with this person. All right, let's get some information on the Page of Cups here, which is you. That's your energy. and it's how you're thinking or feeling about things. You definitely have a lot of romantic feelings. Some of you might be like a little bit disappointed or heartbroken as well. That's just what I'm picking up here. Maybe the two of you had a disagreement recently and you're not sure how you're going to work things out, but for some reason I'm picking up a very heavy energy of you are going to figure out how to move forward with this person. It just might hurt a little bit in the process. Knight of Cups, you're having extremely romantic, you might even be a little infatuated with this person. So there is a strong level of love here on the table. There's a strong level of romance, infatuation, all that is there. It's just kind of working out the practical pieces of how both of you expect the other one to communicate and act and move in the relationship. I think there's just some, like maybe just misconceptions around what the expectations are, okay? And again, that's because this person is a little bit used to thinking through their ego and getting things their way. So that's going to be mostly their adjustment to make, but you know, it's up to you if you're going to kind of stick around to help them with that. I think many of you are though, because there's a lot of love here on the table. Let's see what else here. You got Queen of Cups. Wow. So you're very in love with this person is what I'm getting. If you haven't met them yet, this is going to be somebody that you are very like taken with. We have the King and Queen of Cups too. So this might even be like a twin flame or a divine counterpart. Beautiful energies in the first and third position here. It's just, I feel like your person's sulking over something. That's the best word I can use here. Sulking, pouting, used to getting things their way, used to getting things to go a certain way that their ego is telling them it needs to go, and that's just not going to fly with you. So that's something they're going to have to learn to adjust. But again, I do see them making those changes because they see you as being worth it. They see you as someone they ultimately want to be with that Four of Wands stability card. All right, the Three of Swords is the potential final outcome here for May, but let's clarify on that, and then we'll see where we go from there. The Tower. So there might be a tower moment between the two of you as you're kind of working out these expectations in the month of May of, you know, what you expect from yourself in the relationship, what you expect from your partner, what you think is appropriate for how the two of you should be behaving and communicating. I just kind of see like maybe having a little bit, again, with that Five of Swords kind of predicting the energies for this read, I see a little bit of conflict between the two of you as you're working through this. But I do see that the two of you will come out of this, will come out of this in a positive way, just because there is so much. I mean, like I said before, the King and Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Sun, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so that's a lot of positive energy, love, potential here between the two of you. It's just this little minor roadblock that whatever's going to cause this argument is going to be like a miscommunication, or one person doesn't feel that the other person is behaving in a way that's appropriate for the relationship. It's going to be something, like I said earlier, about the way the two of you move individually in a relationship and kind of adjusting to the other person. Your person is the one who has to do more adjusting though, because they're in this ego-based way of thinking more than you are. So, you know, it's up to you how much you want to kind of wait around for them to change that, or how much you're willing to help them kind of see that and change it. But I do get for a lot of you, you will be coming out of this and moving into a more positive phase with your person, like once this kink is worked out. Let's get one more clarifier on the Three of Swords, Nine of Swords. So is the Tower moment and the anxiety that this might cause for you or your partner, you might feel it a little bit in the month of May. So it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows, but I mean, the good news is that there is an amazing love connection here. There's love on both sides of the connection, and there is amazing potential. I can give an example from my personal life that this situation is really reminding me of. I had a long-term relationship where I really was in love with the person. He was in love with me. When we first met, we had a lot of passion, a lot of sparks, a lot of fire. I'm an air sign. He's a fire sign. That's kind of self-explanatory for the kind of like fireworks that we used to have. About a month into our relationship, we had our first big disagreement, first argument, and it felt like it was going to be a deal breaker because it just felt like we both viewed the relationship and how two people should behave in a relationship in such different ways. Okay. And I remember being really upset and crying for a couple days over it, but then we talked and we got through it. So I see this situation as something very similar. There's all this love, there's all this kind of passion and potential between the two of you. This might even be somebody you end up in a very long-term commitment with, but there's kind of these sulky feelings and these feelings of anxiety and sadness around some kind of event that might happen in May. But I think once again, if you just kind of step back from that, maybe give each other a little space when this happens, and then take time to reconnect and have a mature conversation about, you know, the most appropriate way to move forward and what your expectations are for each other in the relationship. I don't see it as something that you can't get past. It just might cause a little bit of hurt and a little bit of pain, a little bit of conflict between the two of you in the month of May. But the good news is once you get past that, there are beautiful things waiting for you with this person, okay? So it's not a bad reading. It's just kind of like a heads up for something you might have to deal with this month in order to move the connection forward. I am going to pull 2 oracle cards from our herbal astrology deck just to kind of extend today's message. All right, and we have stillness. Yes, some of you might be dealing with a Scorpio. Stillness, I think it's kind of self-explanatory here. Some of you might need to take a step back whenever this happens. Just give your person a little bit of space. I get the sense that your person is less mature than you are emotionally, and they're going to need to kind of have their little adult temper tantrum and sulk and pout and deal with the situation however they need to deal with it until their little, ego feels less bruised, because that's the strong vibe I'm getting here. So you might need to just kind of give them time to do that and, keep yourself centered. I do see you moving past this conflict with your person in a positive way. So you might just need to allow them that time to process how they're used to processing. Okay. Even if it is more of an immature response than you would hope. Purpose. So I think maybe keeping the bigger picture here in mind. Also, I'm just getting like Leo energy off of this card and also Cancerian energy from the moon on the card. Take that as it resonates. But purpose, keeping the bigger picture in mind, that the two of you possibly have really good potential together, like I've been saying. And, keeping that in mind and keeping the fact that you love each other as your primary priority and purpose, and keeping that in the forefront. That, I think, will help you work through whatever this little blip is going to be for the two of you. I think it's going to feel like a much bigger deal than it actually ends up being, because in the end, the two of you really love each other. So that is, that's something that is very clear here from the cards that we pulled. And that's all that really, it's not the only thing that matters, but in the end, it's one of the most important things, obviously. So you do have that love there between you and your person. I hope this resonated for you. If you can like, comment, and subscribe, it would really help our channel grow, guys. And I would love to hear from you anyway in the comments. If you do watch this video, let me know who you are, how this resonates with you. I'm curious to see who's watching these videos. Other than that, though, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I am wishing you peace and harmony, my friends. Bye-bye.